1v2, and then we'll work up from there. We're looking for 107 likes on the YouTubes. Alright, and 1 timestamp comment of all the great games we played tonight, and none of the rants. We're not going to worry about the rants. Nobody needs to worry about those.
Your dedication.
Thank you, Pugnacious. Okay, just telling you. I do appreciate some spoilers about the 2v2 tournament. You'll never guess who was in the finals. Looking forward to casting. Clem versus Max Pay.
In the rear with the gear.
More minerals required.
A shock. Absolute upset.
What's going on? Gotcha.
Supply depots insufficient. Overlords.
Ah! You scared me. SCV ready.
Clem versus Max Pax and their plucky sidekicks of Spirit and Trigger. No Zergs, of course. Nowhere close to the final.
SCV ready.
I think the closest Zerg to the finals may have been Euthermal himself. I don't know if he ever random Zerg.
SCV ready.
And does that really count?
In the rear with the gear. Big job. Bad news. SCV ready.
Need more Vespine gas.
Huh? Yo. Woo-hoo. Over. What's up?
Command center upgraded.
Rude. Double Zerg.
Enemy attacking SCVs.
What?
SCVs under attack.
Done. Bad SCV ready. This better be good.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Go ahead.
Landing zone obstructed.
You're the Reaper man. Got something ready to kill. Oh yeah, baby. What's it worth? Certainly. All right. I'm listening. Nothing I can't handle. Wanna be ready. SCV ready. Bad news. Gangway coming through. SCV ready.
I'm leaning into Battle Cruiser.
Death from above.
Command center.
SCV ready.
Add-on constructed.
Is that a roach?
Who wants some?
Indeed.
SCV ready.
There's also this little area right down the center. And potentially just block. Can actually wall that off and really screw up pathing with the supply depot.
SCV ready. Ah, scared me. Go.
Not enough energy.
Go ahead. Got something for me to kill. Ready. Damn it. SCV ready. Ben? Huh? SCV ready. SCV ready.
Insufficient energy.
SCV ready.
Scouting Hellion.
What's going on? Ready.
Add-on operational.
SCV ready.
Add-on. Not enough minerals.
Ready to raise some hell.
Supply depots in not enough.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Doesn't quite wall.
SCV ready.
Command center up.
SCV ready.
Insufficient energy.
SCV ready. I'll give it. Bad news. What's our target? Got no base ready. Sitting around. SCV ready. What's going on? SCV ready. Armed and ready. Big job, huh? SCV ready. SCV ready. Go ahead. Huh? SCV ready.
Additional supply depots.
SCV ready. Yeah, whatever. SCV ready. Hey, give us your best. Bad news.
Mineral cluster.
Stay.
Must not enough energy. Additional supply depots. New technology research.
Isn't that faster? That was the wrong one. Still need to jump out with the other.
SCV ready. Go ahead. What's our target? In the rear with the gear. SCV ready. Bad news.
Build there.
Yo.
Mineral. Upgrade. Mineral quantity.
Armed and ready.
Not enough.
SCV ready.
Command center upgraded.
In the
Command
rear
center
with the gear.
upgraded.
This better be.
More.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
SCV
That contaminate. All right.
What is it?
What's going on?
Sure.
Not enough minerals. Mineral field exhausted.
SCV ready. Ready to roll out.
Command center upgraded. Command center. More minerals required. Mineral cluster expanded. Army
Ready.
mineral field
Oh my.
upgrade insufficient Vespi.
Ready to raise the
Zone obstructed. Cannot build there.
Ah!
Yes, well,
SCV ready.
build there.
Who called in the fleet?
We hear you. In the rear with gear. Ready to roll out.
Patching you.
Go ahead. SCV ready.
I don't think we need the bunker anymore. Might be a little dated.
Squadron en route. What is it? Oh, really?
We could use some help here.
Cannot build there.
Fueled up, ready to go.
Landing zone obstructed. Mineral field. Not possible. Supply
Big job, huh?
successful.
Where the fuck? The girls?
Add-on constructed.
What is it? Patching you through.
Ah! You scared me!
Army upgraded.
Going!
Research completed.
Big job, huh? Yeah, yeah.
Cannot build there. depleted. I cannot build there.
What is it?
Command center. Upgrade cannot build there. Landing zone. Vespine geyser required.
What's going on?
Yes, Commander.
Bad news?
Mineral field depleted.
Good job. Yeah.
Insufficient mineral field exhausted.
What is it?
Go ahead.
Mineral cluster. Army upgrade cannot build there. Not enough energy.
I'm going. Successful.
No, not possible. Supply cannot build there.
What's our target? Give us your best shot!
Take it slow.
Got no patience for sitting around.
Mineral field upgrade. Landing zone command center. No, not possible. Supply limit cannot build there. Command center. Landing mineral cluster. Cannot build there. Army upgraded mineral field base under siege. Command center upgraded. Cannot build there. Base under siege. Base under siege. Attacking SCVs.
Good job.
Cannot build there.
Go ahead.
Cannot build.
War is here.
Insufficient energy. Vespine geyser exhausted. Not enough energy.
Yes, Commander.
Mineral cluster expended. Command center.
Fueled up, ready to go.
Insufficient energy. Command center.
Oh, really?
Insufficient. No. Mineral field depleted.
Thank you.
Hey, you know. Need something load up? What's that? Speak up.
Base under siege. Landing zone obstruct. Cannot build there.
What is it?
Huh?
You hail?
Cannot build there.
What's going on?
Cannot build there.
Yes, Commander.
Bad news. What's going on?
You hail?
No, not possible. So not enough energy. No.
Who called in the
Damaged. Mineral zone obstructed. Mineral field depleted.
I am heavy bandit.
Mineral field exhausted.
Big job.
Yes, Commander. Well,
Mineral cluster expend. No, not possible. Supply limit. Mineral field depleted. Vespine mineral field exhausted.
whatever.
Insufficient energy. No, not possible.
Oh, look at the rain.
No, not possible. Supply limit reached.
Yeah, whatever.
Build there.
Big job.
Yes, Commander.
Vespine geyser depleted.
Speak up.
Oh, patching. What is it?
No, not possible. Supply limit reached.
They will mine out eventually. This isn't the cheater AI with unlimited minerals. It can run out of money.
Not possible. Supply limit reached.
Big job.
Oh, you're still there. I didn't expect it.
build there. No, not possible.
In the rear, we
Patching useful.
go ahead.
We'll get there.
Bad news.
It's a trap.
What's that?
Big job, huh?
Vespine geyser depleted.
Well, all... Yes, Commander.
Cannot build there.
You hail?
No, not possible. Cannot
Yes, what is it?
Go ahead.
cannot build there. Cannot build there.
Huh? Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Mineral field depleted.
yes, Commander.
Stop. Stop expanding.
Oh, really?
Stop it.
Cannot build there.
What is it?
Base under siege.
It's a trap.
Holy shit.
Command center upgraded. Command center. Cannot build
Big job. What's going on?
build.
First try.
Cannot build. Command center upgraded. No, not possible. Mineral cluster cannot build. Command center. Not mineral field depleted.
Roger.
Gotta get the hive.
Exhausted.
No more spawning pool. No more tech.
Cannot build there. Command center
I didn't know what I signed up for. Lessons learned.
Shield exhausted. Mineral
Take it slow.
Oh my god.
No.
Stop.
Mineral field command center upgraded. Cannot build there. Mineral field exhausted.
Oh, well,
Mineral cluster expended.
well. Yes, Commander.
Invented. Exhausted. Mineral cluster. Expo command center.
Well,
Oh my. No, stop. How am I ever supposed to beat Smurfs with such an APM? 370 of making drones to replace the drones that died the same way. They will eventually die because they're not cheating. They have to mine minerals. They just... It takes a while. That was 1 versus 2 elite AI. I don't think there was too much risk of actually losing, but and that's without abusing the fact that the AI doesn't know what a Liberator is. Because, that is something that is always a bit of a sticking point. The fact that the AI has so much, like, an inordinate and game-breaking amount of respect for Liberators. It's just another thing Liberators brag. Because the Liberator is unique in its functionality. I think when it was, coded or whatever, it's just like, if you don't have... You shouldn't fight in this zone. It's just like a no-go zone. So, it just freaks out. Even if it has like 20 stalkers or something like that, it will not fight unless incidentally in the Liberator zone.
Go ahead, CV ready. Bad news. In the rear with the gear. Ah! Huh? Ah!
Supply depots insufficient.
It's treated the same as a nuke, except Liberators actually kill workers. Yeah.
More minerals required.
Feels like a bit of a lazy response to it, but it just breaks things. Like, it is the most, in the literal sense, game-breaking unit. And how it kind of have to just work everything around it.
What's going on? Yeah. SCV ready. Huh? What's going on? Uh-huh. In the rear with the gear. SCV ready. Yo. Bad news? Go ahead. In the rear. Big job, huh? We hear you.
Not enough minerals. Command center upgraded. Mineral quantity.
The Grim Reaper has arrived. SCV ready. It's your dime. What's going? What's it worth? Got some.
Must go. Additional.
Can't wait. Death from above. Agreed. Yes, that. I'm listening. SCV ready. What? You want something? On the way. Fuse the freak. I'm listening. Fuse them. Big job. What's it worth? SCV ready. What? You want something? Huh? Go ahead. Got something for me. SCV ready.
More minerals required.
Death from above. Let's do.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
That's all. What? You want something?
More minerals required.
Got something for me.
Command center upgraded.
SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready. In the rear with the gear. Big job, huh?
Add on.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Ready to raise some hell. All right. What? SCV ready. SCV ready. Yes, indeed.
SCV's base under siege.
SCV ready. Let's do. Go
Command
ahead.
center upgraded.
Done. Awesome. I'm listening. Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready. Where? Bro. Oh, yeah. I'm waiting.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
Ready. SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell. Hear me. SCV ready. SCV.
Engine screaming.
I'm waiting on you. Are you ready? Bad news? Talk to me. By the SCV ready.
Loud and clear.
Research completed.
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Receiving.
Light it up. SCV ready.
Yeah. Roger that.
Are you ready for this? Ready to raise some hell. Right on.
SCV's under attack. Base under siege.
I'm in a heap of trouble. Waiting on you.
Base enemy under siege. SCVs. Add on. Operational.
Engine screaming.
Need more rescue.
online. Let's go. SCV ready. Big job.
Engine screaming.
Mineral cluster.
Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Constructed.
You got coordinates? Channel, show me.
Additional Vespene gas required.
Ready to roll out.
Ready to raise some hell. Yes, son. Got it.
Additional supply depots required. Supply depots. Insufficient energy.
Go ahead. Lay it on.
Optics online.
Cannot build there.
You got coordinates? Show me.
Must build more supply depots. Not enough energy.
Used up. Ready to go.
Additional supply depots.
SCV ready.
Insufficient energy. Mineral field exhausted.
Ready to raise some hell.
Supply depots insufficient. Overlords superior.
Inbound.
Show me who you want to die. Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
Must build more.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. What? Got a target in mind. Are you ready?
All back. Turbines.
Ready. I'm in a heap of trouble.
Army. Insufficient Vespene gas.
Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready.
Done and done.
It's heating up out here. Big job, huh?
Zerg mineral cluster expended.
Ready to roll out.
I'm in a heap of trouble. Hellbat coming.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready.
Need more Vespene gas.
I get you. Ready.
Command center upgrade.
SCV ready.
Command center upgraded. Mineral cluster expended.
Got no paper.
Ready to raise some hell.
Used up. Ready to go.
Huh? Ready to raise. SCV ready. What's going on? Ready to raise some hell.
Receiving.
Moving into position. Light it up. I'm in a heap of trouble. Raise some hell. SCV ready. I'm in a heap of trouble.
What's that?
Talk to me, boss. Huh? Go ahead. Where's the hot
Ready
action?
to roll out.
Add-on. Operational. Additional Vespine gas required.
I'm waiting on you. SCV ready. Getting fired up. SCV ready.
Cannot build there. Base under siege.
I'm in a heap of trouble. Got any extra firepower? Hell yeah! Ready to raise some hell.
Mineral field depleted.
Receiving.
Base under siege required. Cannot build there. Enemy attacking SCVs.
Loud and clear.
Supply depots.
Hell yeah!
Upgrade complete. More supply depots. Addition mineral cluster expended.
It's about time.
What's going on?
4 years.
Landing
Yale
zone
Trump.
obstructed. Must build more supply.
Ready to raise some hell.
Additional supply depots required.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Turbines to full. Weapons hot.
Mineral exhausted. Supply depots insufficient. Overlords superior.
Ready to raise some hell. I am here.
What's our target?
No, not possible. Supply limit reached. Add-on operation.
Engaging.
No, not possible. Supply mineral exhausted. No possible. Supply base under siege.
Ready to go. I'm in deep. What's that? Need something?
Under siege.
Got any extra firepower?
Not enough energy. Landing zone obstructed. SCV attack.
We could use some help.
Loud and clear.
Load up.
Insufficient energy.
Pick up. I'm in deep.
Mayday. Mayday.
Landing zone obstructed.
Ready to roll out.
Mineral cluster expended.
What? Hey, go ahead. Your best shot.
Landing zone obstructed. Landing zone obstructed. Cannot build there. Mineral field exhausted. Add-on constructed. Army.
Engine screaming.
Go ahead. Queued up, ready to go.
Are you ready? Talk to me, boss. I'm waiting on you. Where's the hum? Daylight burning. boss? Ready to raise? I'm in a heap of trouble. Ready to raise?
Fueled up, ready to go.
Landing zone obstructed.
What's our... Need something. What's that?
Raise some hell.
Command center upgraded. Command add-on. Mineral field depleted.
I'm in a heap of trouble. Ready to raise some hell.
Landing zone obstructed.
You scared me.
Speak up.
Add-on constructed.
What's our... Need something blown up.
Ready to raise some hell. Let's set some on fire. Yeah.
Hostile forces engaged.
Ready to raise some hell. I'm waiting on you. Right on.
More minerals required.
Ready to raise some hell.
Mineral field depleted.
What's that?
Ready to raise some hell. They like to raise some hell.
Upgrade completed.
Got no patience.
I'm in a heap of
Superman.
trouble.
Vespene geyser depleted.
What's our talk? Go
Enemy
ahead.
attacking SCVs.
Raise some hell.
Give us your best.
Are you ready for this?
Speak up. On my way. Got no... What's up? Need... Ready to roll out. What's our target?
Cluster expended.
Absolutely. What's the story?
Speak up.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Mineral field exhausted. Base under siege. More minerals required.
Hell yeah.
Ready to roll out.
Mineral quantity insufficient. Understood. Not enough minerals. State your...
I'm in a heap of trouble.
What? What's our target?
Are you ready for this? Get me back.
Give up. Go ahead.
What's...
If you're wondering why ghosts exist,
What? Got no... What's that? Lay... Got...
Big job.
What's our target? Go ahead.
Not enough energy.
Need something blown up? Give us your best shot!
oops.
Obstructed.
What's our... Need... Lay low. Give us... What? Give us... What's our target? Got no... Lay...
What's going on?
Landing zone obstructed.
It's over now, though.
SCVs under attack.
Got no patience!
Then he comes back with the
What's our
Vipers.
target?
Minerals required.
Give us your...
Rhino Ghost. Didn't feel like it. The amount of effort he has to put in. 300 MMR gap. There were some real shots there. I got lazy. Well, what you do add, the alternative is also Liberators. You can just throw some Liberators in. Like, you can throw pretty much any unit at any random base to keep them busy. Yeah, like I've said in all the Bronze to GM, is the difference between Diamond and Masters is just Vipers. And using them. And not losing them after using them once. That's kind of a key point. Like, most people can use Vipers, but can they use them twice? Klemsky is killing them quick. Now, Klemsky is just being better at micro than everyone else. And also getting the Ghost nerfed and then switching to Protoss.
Required.
The amusing part of the Ghost nerf is, of all the players who needed Ghosts against Zerg, not that the nerf is really meaningful at all, but of all the players who needed help against Zerg, well, think about it.
Quantity insufficient.
Clem is probably the only player who can consistently kill Cyril before, like, the 10-minute mark. Which is well before Ghosts really kick in. So any sort of nerf to Ghosts doesn't really affect his playstyle. And also, a one supply nerf is not a huge difference. You see it with the players like Beyond and Gumiho doesn't use Go, like Cure, struggling to keep up a little more because they can't have the overwhelming army supply as reliably. Really?
Enemy assaulting probes.
What? It delayed my pylon.
Pylon cannot endure assault.
Really? Okay. I was wondering. Who's got a bunker down there?
I'm here in the shadows.
So you have a barracks back there too? Ooh, now that's something.
Placed in our field.
Hmm.
Let our enemy know our fury.
Okay.
Inadequate supply. Pylons inefficient.
Of course.
Cannot warp there.
What a fuckboy.
I am the voice of the eclipse. You require my skill.
He boosted out of the base because of the hallucinated phoenix. So we didn't have. And then he just didn't react. Definitely a barcode player. Free victory. That one base. Yeah. Maybe end up at some more 3v3s. I don't know if I can put myself through 2v2. What's the difference of diamond and platinum? Oh, like spending your money. And the difference between platinum and gold is being bold enough to move out of your base before 200 supply. Or to get to 200 supply reliably instead of just doing an early game attack and hoping for the best. The reason why Zerg is the only league where Zerg is most populous, or the only range, is like platinum to low diamond, which is exactly where players all have an idea of how to play the game, but not a very good one. And Zerg is best there, where your opponent doesn't know how to control spellcasters or wall off, so you can just kind of... The A-move banelings and roaches is alive and well there. Past that point, not so much. It's Jesus.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
He usually lives up to it.
Must spawn not minerals.
$15.
More minerals required. Mineral
All the
quantity
rage.
Insufficient. More overlords required.
He wouldn't just cannon rush, right? He's not. I think he's pretending like he might now. I don't believe you.
It's about time. Not enough minerals. More overlords required. Must. Insufficient overlords.
I think he's going Stargate.
Queen birth successful. More overlords required.
I've got a feeling.
More minerals required. Insufficient. Must spawn. Newly birthed queen ready. Insufficient. Swarm has evolved. Not enough minerals. Swarm forces under attack. Queen birth. Insufficient Vespine gas.
Do I ever get the no? Oh, that's not ideal.
Not enough energy. Insufficient energy.
My work here is done. I'm gonna pretend like I got everything I wanted. Wow, great job, me. Nailed it.
Energy.
Amazing. I'm gambling everything that he's just gonna do like a charge or a blink follow-up immediately.
Command unacceptable.
Let's charge.
Quantity. More must be Swarm forces under attack. More minerals required.
I took the gases at that pace.
Command unacceptable. Additional Vespine gas required. Swarm forces under attack. Mineral insufficient. Not enough energy. Need more. Evolution complete. Insufficient energy. Insufficient Vespine. Not enough minerals. Swarm forces under attack. Mineral field exhausted. Swarm forces under attack. Unacceptable. Swarm forces under attack. Additional Vespine sequences spot. Swarm. Evolution. Forces under attack. Additional creep tumor. Swarm forces under attack. Mineral field exhausted.
What? Where did my fourth base go?
Insufficient Vespine gas.
It never happened.
Mineral cluster.
He probably has a fourth.
On creep. Mineral field under attack. Vespine gas. Swarm forces.
Why is it not built?
under attack. Successful. Swarm forces under attack. Not enough energy. Assaulting drones. Hive cluster under direct assault. Mineral quantity insufficient.
That's 2 prisms. Like, why do you tap out? I'm losing the battle against someone who has more workers with better units. It's not getting any easier.
Brand new.
This guy has been turtlemecking for the last decade.
More minerals required.
SCV ready.
You are Grandmaster smurfing versus Master? Yeah, I keep reminding myself that.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
Why don't I just use all of my skill instead of just some of it? I don't want to show off all my strategies before the tournament. No. So we gotta hold back.
It scared me. What's going on? Big job.
Supply depots insufficient. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
More minerals. Mineral quantity insufficient.
Can you compete SC2 Pro as random? You are allowed to. Can you?
Be ready.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a harder question.
In the rear with the... SCV ready. We'll butter my biscuit.
Cannot build there.
Ah! You scared me.
Not enough minerals.
Go ahead.
Command center upgraded.
In the rear with the gear. The Grim Reaper has arrived. Big jump. Got something from me ready. What's going on? Huh? Go ahead. What?
The fuck?
SCV ready. Fair enough. I'm going. I'm listening to Grim Reaper.
Fuck is this?
What's it worth? Yeah. Bandit. What's it worth? On the way. SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell. No. What? You want something? Certainly. SCV ready. All right. Got. You're the Reaper man. SCV ready. Ready to raise the Grim Reaper has arrived. Talk to me, boss. I'm waiting. Got something. SCV ready. What? Got
Where did he put him?
Operational.
you, the Reaper man. What's it worth? Ready. Done. I'm in a heap of trouble. I'm in a heap of trouble.
This was a mistake.
Get from above. SCV ready. Get from above. Daylight. In the rear with SCV ready.
That was actually a big mistake. I could lose the game now. One of those days. If he just walks across, he has like 2 proxy racks.
Insufficient Vespine gas. More. Must build more supply depots.
You kidding me?
Who wants some?
Ready to roll out.
Additional supply depots required. Additional Vespine supply depots.
Let's hope he went for a
cannot
tank
build
for some
there.
reason. It's my best chance.
Orders? That's fine. Big jump. SCV ready. Go, go,
Jumping is probably a mistake, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Huh? Gangway.
Need to try to keep them busy.
Called in the fleet. By the numbers. Oh, really? You gonna get
They're just doing mass cyclone. Like what? There's a cyclone. Problem is the cyclone does spell damage. It actually really hurts here. Yeah, I'm quite far behind.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Yes, Commander. This better be good.
Speak up! What's our target?
Stay in the rear.
He probably has a hidden base as well.
What is it?
And we get 7 kills.
Armed and ready. SCV ready.
Insufficient energy.
Yes, Commander.
Ready to roll out!
10-4. SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy?
And so hopefully get him to go very heavy
Center
into Cyclone. But
additional
we'll see.
Vespine. Not enough energy.
Gangway.
New.
SCV ready. Squad. SCV ready. SCV ready. What's going?
Insufficient.
SCV ready. Patching
Mineral field.
ready.
Need more Vespine gas. Mineral cluster expended.
Fueled up, ready to go!
Not enough add-on. Operational mineral.
SCV ready.
Mineral field exhausted.
I'm on it. SCV ready.
Mineral cluster expended. Cannot build there.
Ah! You scared me! What is it? SCV ready. SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV.
Mineral field exhausted.
SCV ready.
Mineral cluster expended.
I'm going. SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. Well, bad news. Ready. SCV ready. Oh, really? SCV ready. SCV ready. Yeah, SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Insufficient energy. Mineral field depleted.
Patching you through. Ready. SCV ready.
Army upgraded.
SCV ready.
Mineral field exhausted.
Optics online. Let's go kill something.
Be in the rear. Engineering
Mineral cluster expended.
ready. We could use some help here. We could use some help here. SCV ready.
Research completed.
Systems go.
Yes, Commander.
SCV ready.
Alright. No, thank you.
Order acknowledged.
Additional
SCV ready. SCV ready.
not enough energy.
Ready to move.
Supply depots insufficient. Overlord mineral quantity.
Out here. In the rear. Huh? Big job, huh? Boy, it's
Must.
order accepted.
Yes, Commander.
Go ahead. Combat. Transfer. Scanning.
Add on.
Ready.
Zone obstructed.
Ready to plug her. Ready to plug her. Order acknowledged. Engineering at
Well,
state your combat. Get me back. Scanning back over here.
insufficient energy. Insufficient vessel.
Vikings are actually amazing on the ground and in general. Amazing. He's probably maxed out. I seriously doubt it. Like 170. Playing unranked, of course. I haven't seen that many Vikings in a bit. Yeah, I haven't seen them since like the last time I played TVT. Which was like 4 games ago. They're also good against Protoss and Zerg, but not as spammable. What a throw. Clem seems to stay away from Vikings. You might not notice Clem making Vikings in TVT because if you look closely, he's playing Protoss.
Not enough minerals.
I don't play Starcraft. Why do you not finish the match? Would you like me to stay in the game for 2 more minutes while he destroys all my buildings? As like a end credits scene or something?
Probes under attack.
Your opponent could blunder, it occurs to me. Well, when the chance of the blunder being his mom pulls out his Ethernet cable being higher than him actually losing the game, even if he doesn't control his units, because I have no army, I have no production, I have no ability to build more army, so if he goes AFK for 2 minutes and lets me rebuild, I might be able to compete with the army he's currently murdering me with right now. So maybe I should ask him nicely to let me do that. There's no SC2 player under 25 left. Clem is 22. Is that true, or am I old now? Clem is 22, and Max Pax is 20. And those are the only two players under 25, and that's why they win everything. Science fact.
Technology.
State thy bidding.
When was this Clem versus Max Pax played? Just pick any online or like medium-sized tournament at random from the last year. And that's what I'm talking about. Yes. Yield, make a bunch of Marines and Marauders strategy. Still very good. Without shield battery overcharge, many of those early pushes are a lot more deadly.
For the record, I am.
I think I might die. Very cool. Well, if you just don't fuck up your blink micro ever, you can usually be in a pretty good spot. If you can do the build that Protoss has in that matchup, then you're gonna be fine.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
More minerals required. Mineral quantity insufficient.
What's going on? SCV ready. Big jump. What's going on? Ah! You scared me! Huh?
Terran bias patch? No, no, no. Like, I think it really ends up. The ladder will be filled. Both races will be well represented in Grandmaster. I think that's what we're really aiming for.
Not enough minerals. More minerals required.
SCV ready.
I've decided I'm going to. Like, if I'm gonna just suck today, I might as well suffer all the way. Also, the average MMR of my opponents, with a couple exceptions, is at least like 400 above. So if I see another person complain about smurfing when they're playing a Diamond Leaguer in gold who's only 300 above, I will have a hearty chuckle. My best matchup is ZVZ, because Zergs are easy to beat. Now that was an early leave, by the way. In case you're keeping track, that was leaving early. What's your best race? I don't have any good ones. If I'm gonna lose every game anyways, I might as well do it as Zerg. So that way it doesn't look like I had hope at any point. Nice portrait. I intentionally vetoed the maps I know Terran and Protoss don't usually. Like, if I thought about... I didn't think about what maps are good for Zerg. I thought about maps Terrans and Protoss like. Especially Terrans. So I vetoed them in an attempt to get more ZVZ. And so far, success. Wait, when he will feel guy is better, he will say something. Are you saying I'm making excuses for why better players are beating me? Like, that last guy had a strong strategy that was well executed. He picked Terran in the
Not enough minerals.
You see, there's a difference between people who can't put a thought together and people who are trying to insult me in their second language, and I appreciate you because I get the message you're trying to convey, And I can only speak 2 languages, American and English. And neither of them very well, so I'll give you that. So, some respect there. Do you think the matchmaking chooses first and then the map? Yeah, actually, that's a good point. I am reasonably sure it chooses your opponent and then it chooses a map between you. But it's a nice... Don't make me think about it, because it's a nice placebo effect. Alright? Like, I'm... Just don't think too hard. It makes you feel like you have some control over the situation. And, of course, if you veto maps that are extra annoying, then, you know, probably do a little better.
Ready. Swarm forces under attack.
I don't think my speed's gonna be quicker than his. But I actually killed the OV.
Insufficient energy. Insufficient. Not enough energy. Swarm force sufficient energy. Swarm forces under attack. Swarm forces under attack. Queen birth successful. Swarm forces under attack. More overlords required. Must swarm. Insufficient overlords. Swarm forces under attack. Must spawn more. More overlords required. Swarm forces under attack.
I made a huge mistake.
Under attack.
I lost. Unless he really fucked it up.
Additional Vespene gas in hive cluster under direct assault. Swarm forces under attack.
Could have been worse.
More minerals required. Need more Vespene gas. Swarm forces additional attack. Vespene gas required.
Oh, we're still going then. I think we gotta go.
Insufficient Vespene gas. Not enough energy. Need more gas. Insufficient energy. Not enough energy. Insufficient. Additional Vespene gas required. Insufficient overlords. Must spawn more overlords. Swarm forces under attack.
He has +1 and speed? Wow.
Must overlords. More insufficient. Hive cluster under direct assault zones under attack. New mineral field exhausted. Additional Vespene gas required. Not insufficient swarm forces on mineral task expended. Drones.
How did you get in? Oh, he's just rallying.
Drones under attack. Evolution complete.
I did start +2, so. I guess it could be worse. It's not good. He likely has a third or fourth, rather.
Insufficient. Not enough swarm forces. Mineral quantity insufficient. More minerals. Mineral field depleted.
Hydras. Okay.
Not enough minerals. Swarm forces under attack. Must spawn more overlords. Newly birthed queen ready. Mineral insufficient. Sequences spun. Swarm more minerals required. Not enough minerals. Insufficient. More minerals required.
Changeling on it.
Quantity insufficient. Enough minerals. More minerals required. Mineral field exhausted. Must swarm forces. Mineral quantity insufficient. More over. Swarm forces under attack. Insufficient. Expended. Swarm forces under attack. Additional. Not enough minerals. Mineral quantity insufficient. Direct assault. Enemy assaulting friend. Not enough minerals. Not need Vespine gas. More required. Mineral quantity insufficient. More minerals required. Drones are not enough minerals. Enemy assaulting quantities in. Forces under attack. Mineral quantity. Forces under attack.
Yeah. Be more accurate. Aw.
Not enough minerals. More minerals required.
To take back the throne.
Mineral quantity insufficient. Not enough minerals. More minerals required.
You and me was a dream at first. I got lost in your world, in your universe. I never thought our love would ever end. I messed up, made it worse, pushed you away. All that fighting and pain till you left one day. Wish I could take back all the things I said. I can't deny that I miss you, and I know that you miss me too. So I get over our issues.
Mineral quantity queen birth successful.
I know that these ones
Newly birthed queen ready. Swarm forces under attack. Swarm forces under attack. More overlords required. Must spawn more. Swarm as evil. Not enough energy. Not swarm forces under attack. More. Mineral quantity. Swarm forces under attack. Queen. Command unacceptable. Hive cluster under direct assault. More minerals required. Swarm forces under attack. Insufficient energy. Swarm forces under attack. Insufficient energy. Mineral quantity insufficient. Hive cluster under direct assault. Swarm forces under attack. Assault. Mutation. Swarm forces under attack. Insufficient. Need more Vespine gas. Additional Vespine gas required. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient overloads must spawn. I got a feeling in my heart starts beating the Evolution complete. Swarm cluster expanded. Not enough. Mineral command. More minerals required. Mineral quantity not enough. Additional Vespine gas required. Insufficient overlords. Must spawn more overlords. More overlords. Exhausted. Insufficient Vespine. Mineral quantity insufficient.
He committed to the lings. He kept building lings. It almost worked. I almost got tilted because it almost worked. He actually had more workers. But not at the right time. It was a pretty bold move to go down a tiny ramp into corrosive bile.
New subscriber detected.
He didn't want to lose his upgrades, but then he ended up losing all his roaches and his upgrades. Best of 3.
More minerals. Mineral quantity insufficient. Not enough minerals. More minerals required. Mineral quantity insufficient. Not enough minerals. More minerals required. Mineral quantity insufficient. Not enough minerals. More minerals required. Mineral quantity insufficient. Newly birthed queen ready. Not enough minerals. Insufficient energy. More. Mineral quantity insufficient. Swarm has evolved. Swarm forces not under attack. Minerals. Swarm forces under attack. More minerals required. Successful. Hive cluster under direct forces under attack. Must spawn more overlords. More overlords required. Swarm forces under attack. Additional Vespine gas required. Insufficient Vespine gas. Successful. Additional Vespine. Insufficient Vespine gas. Hive cluster under direct assault. Insufficient overload. Must be morphed on creep. Drones under attack. Newly. Command unacceptable. Not enough energy. Insufficient. Exhausted. Swarm forces under attack. Enemy assaulting drones. Swarm forces, swarm attack. Swarm forces under attack. Command unacceptable. Mineral quantity insufficient. Insufficient energy. Need more, not enough. Swarm forces, more attacks required. Insufficient. Mineral field evolution complete. Command. More minerals required. Mineral quantity insufficient. Not insufficient. More minerals. More overlords required. Mineral insufficient. Must swap mineral cluster. Expended insufficient overlords.
Diamond? Oh, provisional. 4,600 diamond player. Totally. Not misleading at all. I adapted. He did the same thing 3 times. I did a slightly better response each time. A bit annoying, the provisional. Same with the Protoss. They put you in Smurf ELO. 1, there's not ELO. 2, that's not how it works. 3, I'm exhausted explaining it. So we're not gonna bother. You're so fast? Yeah. I'm quite fast, actually. And I think a lot of people are quite impressed by it, which is great. Because I'm, compared to like a Cyril or a Clem, I'm slow enough to keep up with. So it's like how they slow down gymnasts so you can actually tell what's going on. Except I'm just not a very good gymnast. That looks impressive. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there, but... it is the place. If you watch Cyril play as well, he is also disappointed with his play. But I am consistently disappointed that I'm not faster. Or I make dumb decisions, or both. Usually both. Just Diamond. Alright, I will explain this once for my own benefit today. And then, the 12 seconds later, we'll have someone ask the same question. So what happens when you either get out of placement, or you play a different race and you still have high MMR? I have 4600 MMR. The guy just beat his Masters 1. 4600 is Masters 2 or 1. But because Blizzard determined that most people were too much of a bitch to handle getting demoted during the season, they have provisional MMR. Provisional MMR is so that way not everyone ends up in Masters because they got a few lucky wins in placements. So you will still face players of 4600 MMR, but you get all the benefit of being in Diamond League with your skin. The rank skin, which is what I'm calling it because it's just something pasted on top of the matchmaking rating, which is the actual anything. And that lasts for... So you can do 5 placement matches, but the real number of placement matches you have is about 20 to 25. Because it's not until 20 to 25 matches that you start getting against an even MMR player. Like if we're both 4,500 and one of us wins or loses, it should be around 15. Like 15 to 18 is the number. So if you're getting way more, that's because it's provision. If you're getting way less, then they... Well, you shouldn't be getting way less if they're even MMR at any point. But it could go in either direction. But this was their solution to not... Originally, they didn't even show losses to people below Masters. Because they're like, well, just think about the wins. I think they ended up doing that in Overwatch. And Heroes of the Storm. They're like, people don't like thinking about losing. But, so even now, you can't see the MMR of your opponent unless they have a Masters League badge when they load into the game. And now, the amusing part of this is how little people notice that. Because a Gold Leaguer facing against a bugged-out Masters Leaguer, and this is not their fault, it's Blizzard's fault for their spaghetti fuckery and literal lack of caring. But when they face another gold player who for some reason got got Masters because of weird rank bugs, they load into the game and it shows 2,500 MMR because only Masters players have that. But Meta League players are not used to seeing it. So what they see is fancy, scary blue border and freak out, which is certainly not ideal. And on the other side of it, like, it does... I think it actually hurts a lot, like the mid-tier players. Inordinately so, because if you got the Masters bug, one, you look at somebody's profile and they're Masters, but they're gold now. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. Like, they were Masters in 2 seasons. And 2, technically you've already gotten the rank you were maybe aspiring to. So, it is... Right there, so much... Welcome to Starcraft 2. Fuck you. I have spoken. That on top of the fact that when you come back, like, over time, MMR has been slightly deflated. Like, GM used to be 5,500, and now it's like 48. Like, Masters started at like 4,700, now it's like 42. So you can come back after 2 years and somehow play at the same skill level. Wow, you're very talented. And in order to be in the same spot you were, you will drop 1 to 200 MMR. Welcome to StarCraft. Fuck you. I think, and this is why I've in the past promoted S2 replay stats. Is that just an artifact of how many players are active? Honestly, I'm not sure what it's an artifact of, because this happened before there was an explosion of players for COVID. Like, the most players we've ever had in StarCraft 2, the biggest was when it went free-to-play in 2017, very closely followed by early 2020 for some reason. No, COVID is the second massive spike of players in SC2 history, but it didn't change the that trend. So I do think on NA especially, it's because we're not very top heavy. We don't have Cyrils and Clems dragging up GM, which has a pretty severe trickle-down effect. So on EU, there's like 30 players above 6,000 MMR. On NA, there's none right now because it's the beginning of the season and GM isn't open yet. So, but on NA, we're lucky to have like 3. When I was brand new, the league craziness was pretty frustrating. Yeah, like, here's the thing. The people who are affected most by it are the least likely to find information about it. Like, it kind of strips away the whole, any semblance of a casual player base. Not like there is much of one at this point, but... Cyril holds the record. It was like 7,500 at some point. His streamer account, which I think... So here's the interesting thing. The MMRs went down overall, like the max, when Cyril was in his military service. So his streamer account is still #1 by about 200 MMR, because he didn't play it for over 6 months. So it maintained a lead over the rest of the ladder, because players didn't have the opportunity to get a bunch of MMR by taking 1 out of 15 games off Cyril or something. Is Winter pretty close? I am 4,500 MMR. Cyril is 7,000. The edge of bronze is 2,000. So technically I am closer to bronze, or about as close to bronze, as I am to Cyril. That's assuming MMR is linear. There are about 2,000 people between me and Cyril. Maybe like 1 to 2,000 across the servers. And then below me to bronze, there are probably around 100,000. Doesn't MMR reset with each season? It does not. It carries over. The only time it resets completely is if you don't play for like 3 years. It will make you do all your placements again, but it'll still remember your MMR. Which is what is so frustrating for people coming back, because if you come back after... Like, I come back after a week and I'm getting destroyed. But part of that, sometimes you just have those days. But I've never gone for more than, like, 2 weeks without playing a decent amount. Like, ever. But I can imagine, like, I go a week and it's still going to be at least 1 day of getting obliterated. And imagine coming back after 2 years. I think a lot of this stuff, especially higher level players, I think, where's my... There we go. Like, diamond players, which are the largest range and the largest amount of games played, are in diamond. Diamond and the Silver League are about the same size in terms of players, but the Diamond players play like 5 times as much because, obviously, like the Silver players are the ones who play 6 games a season. Like, so, but you might have in your brain what you want to do, but you're not noticing how little of it you're actually doing. I think that is the big struggle. And even for me, like, that's something I just know I have to play a certain amount of games. Like, today is horrible. It's fucking horrible. It's terrible. It doesn't even feel like I'm playing that bad. There are a few questionable decisions that led to losing the game, but it's just like, it's just not going well. But over time, I've learned, like, if you don't run a mile for a few weeks or a month, you're not going to come back and be, like, beating your time. And it's not because you don't remember how to run. It's just, you're out of practice. So you have to, it sucks, and it's frustrating, and difficult, and painful. And self-esteem crushing. That was 6 minutes, wow. Maybe, we're never gonna get Master Stupid 2. But at the end of the road, when you put those games in and you put the effort in, eventually you can become some fraction of as good as you were at some point, if you're lucky. How many games would Winter take off Cyril in a best of 7? I would give myself a pretty, I'd say about 50-50 chance to take a game off Cyril if we played 100 games and Cyril was playing Terran.
Not enough.
Like 50-50, I take one. If he was playing Zerg, 0 out of 100. Like, we're assuming there's some sort of monetary incentive besides just being shamed and ridiculed for losing to Winter, which is appropriate. Like, and also, like, how about if I win a single game, I win $10,000. Sarah, no, better. Sarah has to pay me $10,000. That's the... Why didn't you just say 1 in 200, Winter? Because it sounds more dramatic if I say 50-50, I get 1 in 100. Why didn't I wall up? They're double Zerg. Mm-hmm.
Enemy assaulting probes. Probes under attack.
I'm assuming he expanded.
Assaulting probes.
Is it really that far apart? Yes. Do you know only 2% of college football players ever even see the NFL?
Must. Cannot warp there.
Those guys are really good. Like,
More minerals required.
there could be an entire team of players, and none of them. Wait a second. Yeah, and I'm not even saying, like, become, like, a regular player, but even get drafted or something. I don't know the exact stats. It's something like that. That might just be college sports in general. So there is a hatchery down there, which is, a bit, interesting, dude. Alright. Ball the call. Awkward. Wait, where did the... Oh, he's creeping. He's back creeping.
You require my skills.
Allied forces in combat.
All due respect, sir. Stop it. Did he get any creep out there? I don't think he did. I think that's just... It looks weird because the hatchery is off, but that's like a normal amount of creep to have. No. We're just sending the Oracle across here.
Let us begin.
New technology researched.
Alright.
Allied forces in combat.
I am here in the shadows.
A bunch of Zerglings are coming across though, aren't they? Yeah. Ah! Ow. Nobody saw that. Oh, come on, bro. Simmer down. Please don't siege that.
Must construct
Oh, there was creep. Okay, I was dumb. That was my bad.
enough energy.
Yeah. Wait, maybe he built another queen. It's kind of unclear.
Cannot.
Yeah, that one base Protoss crushing it. Did I miss one?
An omen. Harmonize. Denoting experience attuned. The enemy has discovered us. It is just finite energy. Our window is short.
Go hide in a corner. Look, even more oracles.
The stars align. Let us begin. Our fates are one. We interpret. Nazi-type.
Murder. Okay, can I finally thank you.
You seek guidance? How can I aid?
Is this my don't mind if I do. Cannon rush time. Oh, they don't like that. Okay. Why was a probe? No, you know what? Don't have to look a gift probe in the face.
You seek guidance. Let us begin.
Well, I guess probes kind of have mouths, actually, of all the things.
An omen. Extrapolating strengths.
Mineral field exhausted.
Oh, so, like they slurp the minerals or whatever.
Our window is
That's what they do.
short. Nazi-type.
Subscribe, smash that like button, and subscribe, and I'll never do that again. Or maybe I will, if you like it. I don't know. Whichever one is better.
Mineral cluster expanded.
I wonder if I can definitely kill it, but I'll probably lose one, maybe two oracles, so not worth. Mama.
An Eridine Rashagal. We meet our fate. Extrapolating strings.
Mineral field depleted.
The stars align. I see. We
Additional Vespine gas required.
You seek guidance? It is destined.
Cannot work there.
Let us begin. How can I aid you?
Recharge.
An omen.
Upgrade completed.
The stars align.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Our fates are one.
I really don't like oracles.
Harmonized. It is best.
There's the hydras.
Extrapolating strings.
Team effort.
Forces in combat.
Stop right there, criminal scum. Oh, mama ship's done. Do I have energy? It's gonna get a little dicey over here. Ow, 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 ow. Very mean. Don't worry, reinforcements are on the way.
Cannot work
Fortunately, he's still in spore crawler range. I don't know, Kev. That could have gone better. Don't worry, we can make another one. God, Tempest sucks.
Allied forces must be placed in power field.
Recharge. Whoop. No, don't waste my stasis on these stupid nerds. Ah, shit. Yeah, I'm gonna need some help. Or am I? Going kind of well, actually. The stasis were pretty much perfect. No, where you going? Can't see shit, Captain. Mothership number 2, come on down.
Mineral quantity insufficient. Not enough minerals.
Alright.
Insufficient energy. Cannot warp there. Cannot need more.
I think my oracles died while I was paying no attention. We should probably get the tectonic destabilizers. Mothership is a real damage dealer now.
Research completed. Cannot audition forces in combat. Allied forces in combat.
Like, as a Zerg, I can't even be mad because the Mothership should have been a good fighting unit the whole time. The problem is Zerg just doesn't really have any anti-air that doesn't leave you immensely vulnerable to just dying to ground units. Like, you can go Corruptors and knock out the Sky Toss, but what if they have, like, Immortal Archon? Or you can go Hydras and die, because Hydras don't counter air units. No matter how much microbial shroud you coat them with, the storms are still too strong. I think the Mothership does feel like a hero unit now, which is cool. I think that's good. Like, I think it was really dumb. It could be abducted. It looks stupid every time. But even then, though, like, that was what was keeping that, plus the extra damage on the Mothership. So part of this is the combination with energy recharge, where against Zerg, technically against Terran, but they have Ghosts and Liberators, so it's less relevant. But against Zerg, you can warp in a Templar with 2 Storms. Because you warp in the Templar, energy recharge. Now it has 150 energy. So it makes it very easy to... Not easy, but a lot more plausible. So, like, Protoss got buffed pretty hard against Zerg in the later game. And nerfed in the earlier game. Which I think is the exact opposite of what was needed, but... Supply split between teammates. Oh, Archon mode, the mode that literally was deleted from the game accidentally in one of their update patches. Okay, it's not Archon mode, but it goes to it. and nobody noticed for a bit. Like, I think that's horrible. Maximum supply split between teammates. That is go play one of the micro arcade maps. Like Uberina. Except nobody likes playing those because then they have to play people who are good at micro. And they'd rather just build cannons. Like 100 versus 100 Archon mode. We actually did some big Archon mode stuff before Legacy of the Void, which was a pain to set up, but the problem with Archon mode is 2 players can hit the select all army hotkey at the same time for 2 different reasons. Our problem with Archon mode is it is the worst of both worlds. It's all the stress of 1v1 and all the struggle of working with a teammate. And it just doesn't translate for, like, it's okay for Protoss, it's pretty good for Terran, and Zerg is impossible. And there's the real issue was that if your teammate is, like, a league or 2 below you, you're probably just, like, splitting the tasks is not going to make it better. It's just going to make it more difficult. I do kind of like, you know what I would like? Is the ability to share control, like in, well, pretty much every feature from Beyond All Reason, obviously. Like, literally all of them. Drag formation. But what you could do in Beyond All Reason is share control of individual units or groups of units. So I could say, hey, teammate, you wanna micro my oracles with your marines so that way you have detection against the lurkers? I could transfer control of those oracles to my teammate and nothing else. Here's 3 oracles. Have at it, bro. And that would be the best middle ground between, like, having an Archon mode and also playing team games. Because the problem now is you can share control, but you either control everything or nothing. So that leads to a situation where they could accidentally select your units mid-fight and potentially issue conflicting commands. Or, you know, you don't know where your units went. But having the granularity, that would take, of course, any sort of acknowledgement that team games are not just 1v1 with 2 players in it. Which we never got in Starcraft 2. The closest thing we have is there you could transfer resources and share control, but that is about the most bare bones. Well, the reason Archon mode was a cool idea, and it was implemented, is because they didn't have to actually... Like, there's no functionality. It's just 2 players who can control 1 player. All the functionality was already there. It still is. Like, it's not like there's an extra, like, step to it. It's just literally both of you are 1 player. So, it wasn't like a big technological development to have this mode in the game.
SCV ready. What's going on? Go ahead. In the rear with the geek. Ah! You scared me!
Supply depots insufficient. Overlords superior.
Yep. I'm going.
Before be doing macro and sending resources, you know, they're actually, since you can't trade for, it used to be 5 minutes and now it's whatever the in Starcraft time is 5 minutes, or maybe it was like 7. I don't know exactly what the number was, but you can't trade until about 4 minutes and like 40 seconds. It's actually completely abusable and super overpowered to just have your teammates leave at the very start of the game. You get all of their resources, and you can support 10 racks proxy Reaper in 4v4. Fun fact. And do you think there's any combination of 4 players each playing individually that can stop 10 racks proxy Reaper?
Vespine gas
The answer is no.
Sir! Over here with you, huh?
What do you think of Day 9's idea of changing the number of starting workers each game? Did Day 9, like,
Command center upgrade.
that's one of those really cool ideas that would require any sort of technological development on the part of Blizzard and the willingness for any amount of pros to participate. So therefore, cool idea that will never ever happen.
Go ahead. Bad news? Gas from above.
Must build more supply. Need more Vespine gas. Additional Vespine gas required.
No, I think it would be, I don't know what the suggestion is exactly, if that's what actually was suggested. But like,
Let's go. Ah! You scared me.
it'd be like 6 to 12 instead of 12 every game, or 6 to 12. But like,
You're on the ball.
Allied forces in combat. Insufficient Vespine on operational.
so the problem is, again, now I don't know if this would be borne out, but to me it feels like, again, we run into a situation where mules are just always amazing and can potentially skew everything.
Construct command center.
Mules existing and Terran being able to have effectively 5 more workers mining as soon as they drop, no matter when that is the reason why it's so hard to actually feel like you're doing real damage to Terran. It's also important because Terran has less workers early. In general, because they have to build orbitals, their workers don't have, like, you can't build multiple larvae of SCVs or chrono boost them, so that's why it exists. But again, I think we run into the scenario where mules are by far the most difficult mechanic to balance around. Because if you nerf it, then Terrans will just die to early aggression. They won't have the economy, or they won't have the defense. But if you change it, then it also affects the rest of the game.
Required. Mineral quantity.
That's not saying I wouldn't like to try it, but I do think variable worker counts are a buff to Terran. They are by far the easiest, like, they by far have the easiest time adapting to different worker counts. Then again, it's hard to find any sort of economic change to the game that isn't nerfing mules, that isn't a buff to Terran, so.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Be ready.
You got coordinates or what? In gear.
Armed and ready. Ah! You scared me. Be ready.
Cyclone
It'd be cool to see a bit of,
Nothing else.
yeah,
This ought to be good. Cyclone en route.
SCV ready.
it's one of those things that, like, would be cool, but I'm so cynical because I've seen ideas like this, and it would take a community consensus. Let's say we get completely abandoned by ESL and Saudi blood money. Then,
Good.
well, there's not really any sort of consensus anymore, and that might be an opportunity. That might be an opportunity for something like that. I've already talked with, like, Wardy and Roddy, and pretty much everyone's like, well, are we gonna have the World Cup or not? Nobody wants to organize a, like, tournament circuit and try to get what pros are left on board, while there could be an entirely different tournament circuit happening. Like, because you're just not gonna get the interest, you're not gonna get the players, you're not gonna get the play. Like, they will play, and they won't give a shit. Like, they'll just play exactly how they play now, and not even care. Like, a few of them might, but they're still just gonna get beat by Clem doing his one build in every match. So,
Need more Vespine.
we haven't been left by ESL. Oh, that's a good point. All right, so what ESL tournament is next?
I'm on it. SCV ready.
Ready to roll out.
Additional Vespene gas required.
The point is not that I think it'll be non-existent. The point is we're kind of in like purgatory right now. Where nobody wants to do any sort of big tournament anything because we don't know. Because you don't want to compete. You can't compete with something like the World Cup Series. For better or worse, if it exists, it's good. But also, it will 100% stifle any sort of actual change like that. But the thing is, most of that change would also involve most pro players no longer being pro players. It's already pretty borderline for everyone but like half a dozen people at the moment, so. So I think it'd end up a lot more like Age of Empires 2. The problem is Age of Empires 2 has active support from its parent company, which, checks notes, is the same parent company, unfortunately. Like, they're up to like 69 civilizations. They got like 3 DLCs a year. So that, like, the sticking point right now is less people wanting to have original ideas or debating all this strategy, and the cynicism of knowing it's almost impossible to organize unless something already kind of terrible has happened. Like, we can definitely do it, but it'll only happen after the pro scene as we know it effectively dies. So that's where we are. And that's why it's kind of painful to engage with any of these sort of conversations.
Go ahead.
Research completed. Additional Vespene gas required. Cannot build there.
Bad news.
Is it confirmed StarCraft 3 in the works? No. No, it is not. There's never been any sort of announcement or speculation. At best, we can hope for Blizzard trying to be 5 years late to the extraction shooter genre with some sort of like StarCraft Helldivers, which you might have thought was Helldivers, but no. Blizzard is going to make their version now knowing that it's popular and getting way too late on the train. That's the best hope, I think. Or StarCraft 3, brought to you by our trusted partners who developed our newest RTS, Relic Entertainment.
Supply depots insufficient. Overlord.
So take your pick. And none of those are... There's some speculation about the extraction shooter, especially considering StarCraft Ghost has been canceled like 14 different times.
Must build more supply depots.
Speak up.
Insufficient. Superior. Allied forces in combat.
Vipers.
SCV ready.
Ready to roll out. Got no patience for sitting around.
Not enough energy.
State your request. Battlefield. SCV ready.
Give us.
Waiting on you.
Bold move.
Cannot build there. Allied forces in combat. Allied forces in Landing zone. Mineral field exhausted. Allied forces in combat. Cannot build there.
State your ready.
Allied forces in combat. Mineral cluster expended.
Ready to raise some hell.
Allied forces in combat.
Fueled up, ready to go. Ready to roll out.
Army upgraded.
Yep. Ready to raise some SCV ready. Talk to me.
Command underway.
Comms. Wait now.
What?
Insufficient Vespine.
Order.
Fueled up, ready to go.
Allied forces in combat. Allied forces in combat need more space under assault. Forces additional Vespine gas required.
Give us your
Forces in Allied space under assault. Insufficient Vespine gas. Mineral field depleted.
Comms open.
Allied space under assault. Allied forces in combat. New technology.
Let's go kill something.
Big job, huh?
State engineering and
need something to load up.
Upgrade completed.
Give us something. Speak up.
Upgraded. Army upgraded.
command.
Ready to roll out.
Allied forces in
Trouble.
combat.
Ready to raise. SCV ready.
Cannot build there.
What's our target? What's that?
Need more Vespine gas.
Big job, huh?
Yeah, we're in a lot of trouble.
Allied forces in combat.
Scanning battlefield conditions.
Enemy allied forces in combat. Allied space under assault. Mineral field exhausted.
New subscriber
Geyser
detected.
depleted.
Tierra.
What if a computer virus spreads and disables all but one core on every processor, leaving SC2 the only game in the world that can be played? Minecraft. Balatro. Solitaire. Whatever did we do before like 2007? We suffered. WoW Classic. I don't know if WoW Classic actually has higher system specs. I remember playing on a potato. It wasn't great. That's why I never played a melee class. Because 30 FPS made it like on the high. Brood War. Like, I think Brood War can run on a treadmill, so. Can we get 11 T1 likes on the YouTubes? Thank you for tuning in. Let's go back to console gaming. Alright, next loss in 2v2. And then we're Path of Exile 2 speedrunning. Oh yes, an absolutely classic team. We got some great specimens out there today. My record is 7 hours for the campaign so far. And that was... I don't think we're gonna get it too much lower without really starting to glitch it, but
More minerals required.
I remember scoffing at the guy who's like, well, I did it in 10 hours. When I had done it, it took me like 25 the first time or so. And now I'm like, experience is quite a teacher. Puns intended.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
Double Zerg against random.
Not enough minerals.
Were we both random? My teammate was Zerg. I was random. Is this angry coach? Yes. Why did you pick Zerg in team games, you fucking noob? You fool. You can't fail at getting good. Well, you only fail when you stop trying. Or if you have no hope. I guess. There are definitely some exceptions to that.
More minerals required. Not enough minerals. Queen birth successful. Birthed queen. Must spawn more.
Let me see. Oh, that's Hellions, obviously.
Not enough energy.
Hellion. Like 12lings. It's a bit light, but
Successful.
not if he loses most of them right before. And he's floating across, so that's pretty sus as well. Thanks.
Swarm forces under attack. Allied forces in combat. Swarm forces under attack. Forces in combat. Swarm forces under attack. Allied forces in combat.
Can't go Muta. Oh, farmhouse. Yeah.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
Fucking bear explode. Mutas just get slaughtered by cyclones. They actually, I think they still have their anti-air targeting priority as well. They kill them with the upgrade, they kill them so fast, you usually don't even have time to... Like, if they lock on, there's no getting away. Unless you can break vision immediately. No, not this guy. Should put the Nidus down here.
Allied forces in combat. Allied space under assault. Allied forces in combat. Must be morphed on creep. Command unacceptable.
Shit. I don't want him to see it.
Hive cluster under direct assault. Unacceptable. Allied forces in combat. Need more Vespine gas.
Not ideal.
Additional Vespine gas required. Insufficient. More minerals required. Need more hive cluster under direct assault. Insufficient overlords. Insufficient allied forces in combat. Allied forces in combat. Additional Vespine gas required. Not. Mineral field exhausted. Creep tumor under attack. Additional Vespine gas required. Allied forces in combat. Depleted. Need more Vespene gas. Additional Vespene gas. Insufficient Vespene gas. Need more Vespene gas. Swarm forces under attack. Allied forces insufficient Vespene gas. Hive cluster under direct command. Unacceptable. Additional Vespene gas required. Allied forces in combat. Swarm forces under attack. Additional Vespene gas required. Allied forces in combat. Mineral cluster expended. Command. Allied forces in combat. Insufficient Vespene gas. Mineral field Allied forces in combat. Mineral cluster Allied forces in combat. Swarm forces under attack. Mineral field exhausted. Not enough. Hive cluster under Allied forces in combat. Unacceptable. Allied forces in combat. Insufficient Vespene gas.
Swarm host Nidus is the way. The way of the team game. Painful. But well, if I'm gonna roll Zerg, then Swarmhouse Nidus is eventually where you end up. If you want to be a productive member of the team. Double Zerg. But Protoss Terran.
More minerals required. Mineral quantity insufficient.
He can wall it.
Not enough.
Not gonna be entirely reliant on Mr. Terran
More minerals required.
to wall correctly, but I mean, the opposing Zerg was your teammate. Me? I think he's looking at me.
Mineral quantity.
Yeah, that's why we struggle. I am 4.5k, I don't know, maybe my other teammate. Or maybe he is. I think it's more of an implication of like, why are you even here beating us up? I waited 6 minutes to find you, bro. And also, I struggle because I have players like you on my team so often. Can use team colors. Go home, Sam.
Allied forces in combat.
The first
Allied forces in combat.
Najakar Mina.
Oh, look at all that. That looks so cool.
Let your will be heard. Where combat
That's a lot of Zergling.
forward. It's iron.
Allied forces in combat.
Glory to the Daemon. Give us your command. Yes? We serve with pride. Faith before fear. I have met the enemy. Dimensional strings attuned. Let us begin.
Research.
An omen.
Cannot warp there.
Glory to the Daemon. I see. It is death. Glorious combat is upon us.
Allied forces
That's pretty greedy.
combat.
Gods of time. We enter.
Adequate supply. Pylons insufficient. Must construct.
Let us.
Allied forces in combat.
The threads of fate lie bare. An Eridine Washagal. An omen.
Allied forces in combat.
It is destined. Our windows. Glory to the Daemon. The stars are oracle perceiving. How can I aid you? You seek guidance? Harmonized. Our fates.
Battle cruiser?
Extrapolated strings. The
Allied
stars
forces in combat.
The threads of fate lie bare.
Open the fucking door, bro.
Allied forces in combat.
Our fates are. Let us begin. We interpret.
Must allied forces in combat.
I see. The threads of fate. The enemy has discovered us.
Mineral quantity insufficient. Mineral field. Allied forces in combat. Must be placed in power field. Allied forces in combat.
Harmonized.
Glorious combat is upon us.
We seek guidance.
Combat.
If you want to expand, like, that's all you. Don't be shy. Okay, come on in.
An omen. Let us begin.
Allied forces in combat. Cannot warp there. Cannot warp there.
I see. You seek weapons?
Allied forces in combat.
Then arrow to the Washington. An omen.
Allied forces in combat.
We. It is.
Not enough minerals. Cannot warp mineral. Allied forces in combat. Allied forces in combat. Cannot warp there. Not enough minerals. Forces in combat.
What? Oh, I didn't block.
Upgrade completed.
Let us begin.
Must mineral field depleted. Mineral quantity insufficient. New technology research.
Rude.
Allied forces in combat. More minerals. Allied forces in combat. Ally space under assault. Allied forces in combat. Assault. Ally space under Allied forces in combat. Cannot warp there. Allied forces in combat. Allied space under assault. Must cannot at their new technology researched.
Gotta beg the Terrans.
An Aerodine.
Allied forces in combat. Allied space under assault. Army upgraded. Cannot work there. Allied forces in Allied space under assault. No, not possible. Supply. No, not possible. No, not possible.
I give up.
We embrace glory of battle. Mineral field depleted.
It is done.
Cannot warp there. Let us needs enlightenment. No, not possible. Cannot, no, not possible. Supply cannot warp there. We embrace the glory of battle. Allied forces complete combat. Protoss forces now in combat. Protoss forces now in combat. Upgraded. Forces in combat. Bespin Kaiser required for Allied forces in combat. Mineral field depleted. Cannot warp there. Completed. Cannot warp. Cannot must be placed in power field. Protoss forces now in combat. Allied forces in combat. Allied forces, Protoss forces now in combat. Upgrade completed.
How many Zerg armies does it take to beat the Golden Armada? Trick question. There is no amount of Zerg.
Exhausted.
This carrier skin is so sick and also so out of place. I don't even remember which one this is. Looks really good in this color too. Like it's been taken over by minerals. And the interceptors also have a skin and different animation. Imagine how many WoW mounts they could have made for the effort they put into this skin.
Automatically relaying defense.
Mineral field exhausted.
Isn't that the Avon? I believe so. That was actually really dicey because he my teammate followed up with battle cruisers after I went multiple oracles, so they kind of did nothing, and then he had very little. He's the purple here. Very little may have been an understatement, but thankfully I didn't have nothing. Was he AFK? No. He just made battle cruisers. He had exactly the same APM as me. Of course he did. What was I thinking? Oh, the skin, yeah. I wanted to... It is the, yeah, Amon's Armada. Which... never got a full skin set, I don't think. Like, there's the Tal'Darim for some things, but... Oh yeah, different motherships. I don't have all the skins on this account. Just some choice ones. It's all over the place right now for me. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up. That was a solid game where I felt myself losing focus really hard, but I kept it together. And that's the key. So hopefully you enjoyed. And that'll wrap up the SC2 for tonight. Solid 4. It was... well... a mixed bag. I think the Tal'Darim are Amon skins, but that one's like specifically Amon's like personal carrier or whatever. I don't know. He's got the cool looking one. He lets all his lackeys use the other ones. Could have been better. Could have been worse. A bit of a struggle, but still. Yeah. And not to get too far into the... like I said, the reason you don't see new creativity or ideas, it's not that nobody wants to do these things, but until we have some sort of, for better or worse, until we have some sort of clarity on whether or not there's going to be a pro circuit, nobody's going to commit to any sort of major design change or tournament or something like that, because it's already a risk, and it's a much bigger risk if you don't know if there's going to be some major tournament with all the players at the same time. So, but I do want to do stuff like that. Like, we're going to be taking a look. Uthermal sending me the 2v2 replays from, I like how it ended up being Clem versus Max. Like, spoilers. You're like, well, now 2v2, you got some team game players. Uthermal putting up $1,500 or so. Well, not quite, but something like that. 2v2 replays. And who's going to be in first? And oh my god, it's Clem versus Max Fax again. I do appreciate how Uthermal Uthermal got to the semifinals of his own tournament, but quite a list of high level players. Even Has showing up. Big J versus Bella. Make it to that top 16. Let's see. There were a few Zergs in there. But, you know. I mean, it was a pretty stacked for what it is, so I look forward to checking it out. And Uthermal will have the videos up as well, obviously, and I assume he streamed it. The timing will work out a better timing, hopefully, but we'll see. I don't know if I can go as far as cautiously optimistic, but I'm not pessimistic either. Realistic. There's not going to be any commitment to any sort of these new crazy strategy ideas. And the reason why I don't really engage with those discussions very much is because it's too painful to think about. Because there is still a chance we have some sort of pro scene. And I don't really want to think of, like, the logistics of it are not worth thinking about until we know for sure. So, that's where we are. So on that amazing note, thank you, YouTube. Smash that like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the other side. I'm going to be doing Path of Exile 2 speedrunning. So if you like Path of Exile, but you don't, and it's the game you're playing while watching the stream, well. Thank you for watching. But I actually think it's kind of interesting, and I'm still playing it,